up, Long Beach? Welcome back to GazetteSports.com. It's Tyler.
And Mike. And this Olympic qualifying highlight is brought to you by Naples Rib Company.
We're back at Walter Pyramid, a much better crowd for a much better matchup as the USA taking on a very talented Cuba team in the NORCECA men's volleyball Olympic qualifying.
Americans have yet to lose a set in this NORCECA tournament. They are just 2 victories away from qualifying for that Olympic berth that they are looking for.
And that's obviously where they want to be. Matt Anderson, David Lee, and Reed Pretty, the guys that are going to help them get there. And in the early going, it was pretty. Getting the U.S. off to a good start, it was pretty in more ways than one, I guess. That's a huge kill right there. But the Cubans were able to answer back.
Hitting off the USA block right there, taking a lead. They never led by more than 3 in the first set, but after going up 13-10, here's an ace from Wilfred Leon, a diamond from Leon, if you will, Tyler.
The king of Leon, as the Cubans are cruising, and they end up putting it away right here as David Fiel gets up on the block and sends the Americans reeling 25-21 Cuba.
Never led by more than 3 until the final point, but the Americans just couldn't get it done. However, in the second, they put up the trade embargo and just owned the net, returning everything to center. Pretty, Russ Holmes just killing them at the net.
Just doing so much work on the net. Cubans were able to hang close by also working the net with the triple block, but unfortunately, it was time for them aces.
Time to get the aces. Matt Anderson with 1, then here are a pair from Clay Stanley, Americans known worldwide for their great service, and maybe the youth of the Cuban team getting to him a little bit here as the serves were just too hot to handle.
This hitting error is going to end the second set, and the crowd really started to get into it. The U.S. started to pick up some momentum, and it carried over behind Matt Anderson. You see a couple of kills right here. He had a team-high 17 with no errors, and then boom, another wicked ace. Team had 10 aces. He had a team-high of 4. Also, overpassing, not a good idea.
You don't want to do that. David Lee turns the net into a structure fire and then just palms up time for Cuba. As we mentioned, very young team going against the experienced Americans. Look at this point. Huge serve from Anderson. Obviously not able to get a good pass on that. They just have to free ball it over. Quick set to the middle. David Lee kills it. Easy win in set 3.
Kind of shows how the match started to go, and then you add in some mistakes from the Cubans just missing their mark. It was just too easy for the U.S. A huge roof from Anderson and Lee right here. That will bring a very good Pyramid crowd to their feet for match point. And as it turns out, it wouldn't be a very good match point, but I think the Americans will take it.
Obviously, it doesn't matter how you get it,
doink,
just as long as you get it. Tough for the Americans as they lose their first set of the tournament right up front, but using that experience and resiliency to battle back and take the final 3 sets.
Winner, winner, arroz con pollo dinner, close but no cigar for the Cubans, and they now dance their way, the Americans do, into the finals.
They'll be playing in the gold medal match. It will be America v. Canada, America versus America's hat, for the right to travel to London for the Olympics. We'll have full coverage of that match right here at GazetteSports.com.